Welcome everybody onto the campus of Howard Community College here in Columbia, Maryland. Matt Trudell with you to call the second half of tonight's doubleheader where the Prince George's Community College Owls come to take on your Howard Community College Dragons. Your Dragons come into today's game 15-6 overall in the season, 4-1 in the conference, 6-0 at home, continuing a streak of more than a season with home victories without a loss. Now, they're being visited by the Owls, who are 10-7 coming into today. They're 5-4 in the conference. They are 4-6 on the road, and they're on a 2-game winning streak. They are January 26th against Frederick Community College. They won 101-76, and on the 30th they beat Butler Community College 116-54. This team averages 89.1 points per game, and they give up 82.8 points per game. The Dragons come into today averaging 81 points per game, but they only give up 64.4. So we watched the women's Dragons team have an excellent defensive performance in the first half. Maybe it inspired the Dragons men's team. The Dragons are coached by head coach Mike Smelkinson. He's assisted by Will Thomas, Terrell Willis, Jay Nowaski, Alvarez Jr., and Robert Davis III. On the other side, William West heads the Owls. It is his third season, and he is assisted by Terrell Harris. The Dragons are on a one-game winning streak. On the 29th, they beat the Community College of Beaver County 70-60. They lost to Cecil, which is a top 10 team in the nation. On the 26th, 72-86. They were shut down on a comeback. Before that, they were on a 7-game winning streak. So the Dragons are glad to be home, have a chance to continue to. They have one loss in the conference. That was against Cecil, which was their last conference game. So they're going to look to build off of that and try and knock down this Owls team tonight, who again is 5-4 in the conference. Let's go to our starters for the evening. Starting at guard for the Owls, at guard, freshman number 0, Deontay Cook. Starting freshman forward number 13, Anthony Perry. Starting number 5, freshman guard, Savion Jackson. Starting a freshman forward number 22, Alonzo Wilkes. And starting a freshman forward number 21, Andreas Mutin. Deontay Cook is the leading scorer of this team, 13.1 points per game. Anthony Perry, 10.5. And Deonta Dunlap, coming off the bench, 13 points per game. The Dragons and their starting lineup, starting number 2, guard, Deshaun Eaton. Number 1, guard, David Gary. Number 12, guard, Joel Webb. Number 21, guard/forward, Kobe Baptiste. And starting at center, number 24, Steve Dror. We're about 3 minutes away from tip-off of this game. I'm going to step away, and we will be back at the start. All right, we're back here in Columbia. Both teams out on the court. Steve George going to go up against number 22, Alonzo Wilkes, for the opening tip-off. And Dragons look to try and continue to be undefeated at home. All right, and we're underway. The Owls win the tip-off. Newton gets the tip-off from his teammate, and now we're underway. Savion Jackson gets it over to Perry, who gets it back to him. A little bit of pressure from the Dragons. David Gary right on Deontay Cook. Deontay Cook, the leading scorer on this team, and too much of a wild pass. Alonzo Wilkes tried to get it down to Mutin, and he just couldn't handle the pass. So now Kobe Baptiste gets it into David Gary, and now heading the other way is the Dragons. Gary throws up for an oop, and it fails, but he's able to get the ball back. Steve Jordan now over to Deshaun Eaton. Now to David Gary. David Gary drives his right, kicks it to Baptiste. Baptiste, a good drive in the lane, throws it up off the backboard, misses it. It's rebounded by Mutin, and now heading the other way is Jackson. Jackson gets it smacked out of bounds by Kobe Baptiste. So it will stay Owls' ball. Savion Jackson looks to inbound it, gets it out to Deontay Cook. Now Cook's going to move to the right, gets it inside to Wilkes. Wilkes back out to Perry. Perry's going to shoot a three, and he hits that. First points on the board tonight go to the Owls with a three-point shot. Now David Gary gets the inbounds. He passes it to Baptiste. Baptiste loses control of it. It goes out of bounds off of Baptiste. It will be Owls' ball. All right, Savion Jackson now gets the inbound pass from Cook. And we are back underway. Now Perry throws it down low to Wilkes. Wilkes turnaround jumper, gets the friendly roll, 5-0, 18:33 left in the first half. And Dragons want their first points on this possession. Deshaun Eaton gets it across the line, gets it to David Gary. David Gary throws it down low to Dorr. Dorr, nice shot, good two-point basket. And now a full court press by the Dragons. Deontay Cook gets it over to Jackson. Jackson has to throw it up to Perry. Perry gets trapped, gets it down baseline, and blocked by Joel Webb. And Kobe Baptiste ends up with the ball. What a block. Deshaun Eaton now gets it down low to Joel Webb, and 5-4 is the score. And that's the response Coach Smelkinson wanted by his team, going down 5-0. Full court press now. Now Jackson gets it back to Cook. Cook gets it across the line, 1 second to spare. Now there's some pressure, gets it to Mutin. Mutin gets it smacked away, but he regains control. Out for three for Savion Jackson. He misses it. Rebounded by Joel Webb, and now the Dragons have a chance to take their first lead of the night. Joel Webb with the ball over to Dorr. Now Eaton. Eaton's going to get a pick. He's going to drive. Picks up his dribble, ends up in Joel Webb's hand, and then they're going to call a foul on number 5, Savion Jackson. So it'll be Dragons ball. There's been a lot of defensive pressure, and it's been a very hectic game in these first 3 minutes. Kobe Baptiste looking to inbound the ball. Gets it into David Gary. Gary gets it down low to Dorr. Dorr turnaround jumper. Makes it. Good shot by Steve Dorr. 4 points here early on. Now Cook gets it over to Perry. Perry's going to get trapped. Gets it back to Cook. Cook gets it across the line. Throws it up to Wilkes. And Wilkes gets called for stepping out of bounds. So a turnover by the Owls. And the Dragons have a chance to stretch their lead. Deshaun Eaton with the ball. Gets it to Webb. Webb's going to drive. Misses the shot. Rebounded by Perry. And now the Owls head into the other side. Perry gets away with the carry. Wilkes now with the ball. And he gets a nice, strong take. The Dragons fans not happy with the lack of a carry. But now Deshaun Ian with the ball for the Dragons. It's nice to have the fans back here for both of these games today. David Gary, first time this season fans have been allowed. David Gary drives off the backboard. Miss. Joel Webb misses the putback, and it's rebounded by Mooten. And now Perry gets it over to Wilkes. Wilkes going to drive. Got away with maybe an extra step, but Dora gets the block, and now heading the other way. Kobe Baptiste gets it to Deshaun Eaton. Deshaun Eaton draws the foul by Perry, and he will go to line for 2 free throws. Perry picks up his first foul. 2 shots coming to Eaton. Eaton is a 73.6% free throw shooter. He is the leading scorer of the team, 16.4 points per game. First free throw, up and good for Deshaun Eaton. Now the second free throw is good. Deshaun Eaton converts both, takes the 1-point lead again. 8-7 is the lead. 16 minutes left in the first half. Perry is able to get it across the line from a pass from Cook. Now it's back in Jackson's hand. Coach West calls out a play for the Owls. Now Cook with the ball, gets it inside to Mooten. Mooten out to Jackson. Jackson going to drive through the lane, tries to throw it up to Wilkes. He's not able to handle it, but he is able to get it back. Now Cook, 3 seconds left. He goes up, miss, and Steve Jor is fouled by Deontay Cook. So the foul is going to be on Deontay Cook. He fell. Great defense by the Dragons, and when the ball came back. Now Kobe Baptiste inbounds it to Joel Webb, who gets it to David Gary. Rather easy. Gary's going to take a nice drop-off pass to Jor. Jor misses it. It's rebounded by the Owls, and now Perry gets it smacked away by David Gary. It's out of bounds, and it will be Owls' ball. Excellent play by David Gary. Deontay Cook will go into the backcourt to get the pass. He gets it. Now Perry inside to Mooten. Mooten's going to drive across the lane, throw up a hook shot, and they're going to call a blocking foul on Kobe Baptiste. First team foul by the Dragons. Mooten will go to the line for 2. He is a 46% free throw shooter. Lefty. Misses that one. All right, second free throw coming the way of Mooten. And he gets the friendly roll on that one. Tie ball game. 8 apiece. Deshaun Eaton will bring it across the line. Gets over to Gary. Gary drives baseline, gets it inside to Webb, but they say he stepped out of bounds. So a turnover by the Dragons. All right, inbounds. Cook gets the inbound. Now back to Jackson. Jackson gets it across the line to Wilkes, who gets it into Perry. Perry gets blocked from behind by Deshaun Eaton, and now heading the other way, Gary. Dragons very good on defense so far tonight. Deshaun Eaton with the ball. Gets it over to Webb. Back out to Eaton. Eaton pump fakes, drives. Good defense by Perry. And now David Gary, 8 seconds, shoots a 3. Makes it. Big time 3 by David Gary. Stretches the lead to 3 points. Now Jackson gets it to Cook. And we will have our first substitution tonight. Kobe Baptiste smacks it away from Perry. Now Deshaun Eaton. And he gets fouled and gets the roll. So an opportunity at a three-point play. DeJuan McMillan will come in for Perry. The Dragons will make a switch. Baptiste and Jora will come out for both Cole Harshman and DJ Tucker. Rocking the headband tonight coming off the bench. Coach West is also going to have Reed Rebstock come into this game for the Owls. Eaton misses the opportunity at three-point play. Now the newly entered McMillan throws it off a defender. And Rebstock will come in for Mooten. So going small both teams are, with DJ Tucker coming into play, the center/forward position. Both big men are out currently. Now Jackson with the ball gets it over to Cook. Into Rebstock. Rebstock throws the pass away off of a Dragon. So it will stay with the Owls. They will have 14 seconds left on the shot clock. Looking to get it in bounds, has to throw it out to McMillan. McMillan gets it to Cook. Cook will shoot the quick three, misses it. Rebounded by Eaton. Eaton almost gets his pocket picked. He throws it down to Webb, and Webb gets the two-point basket. Good play now, full court press. Cook tries to get around, stolen by Gary. Gary fakes the pass, then gets the pass to Eaton. He misses it, but Webb puts it up and in. And a timeout called by the Owls head coach. A full timeout, a 9-point lead quickly, just like that. The Dragons stretched their lead. 17-8, 13:37 left in the first half. We'll be back. All right, we are back in Columbia. The Owls take the court. And now the Dragons are back out. They are not going to threaten a full court press. They're just going to start set up in their half court defense. Cook gets it up to McMillan, and we are back underway officially. McMillan gets pressed as soon as he gets crossed, but he splits the defense. Good job, steps up, misses the two-point jumper, but the right decision. Webb throws it away to Mooten, and Mooten misses that. And then a battle. Joel Webb gets a block, but they're going to call a foul. And now Halik Johnson's going to come into this game. Two shots are coming to Savion Jackson. He is a 69.8% free throw shooter. Jackson with his first free throw. Makes that one. Halik Johnson's going to come in for Joel Webb. Gets a high five from his teammate. Jackson now with his second free throw. Makes both of them. Cole Harshman now gets it into David Gary, who gets it back to him. Deshaun Eaton just going to take it across the line, bounces it down to Halik Johnson, who's going to split the defender, get it over to David Gary for three, and he hits that one. David Gary, the three-point machine, 20-10. Now Savion Jackson is able to get the pass. They break the press, and Savion Jackson gets a finger roll and kind of yells in Deshaun Eaton's face. I don't know if you want to poke that bear. David Gary now gets the ball. He's getting trapped. He spins out, and he is fouled by number 11, Reed Rebstock. Cole Harshman looking to inbound the ball. Gets it into Deshaun Eaton. Eaton's going to get a pick from Johnson. And then Eaton drills a two-point shot in McMillan's face. And now Deontay Cook with the ball gets it back to McMillan. 22-12, 10-point lead by the Dragons. 12:30 left in the first half. Rebstock now with the ball, gets over to McMillan. McMillan bounces it low to Jackson, who gets it to Moon, who can't handle it, but he's able to get it and hook shots it off the backboard and in. Deshaun Eaton now gets the inbound. He bounces it around to Cole Harshman. Cole Harshman gets it across the line, throws it over to David Gary. And now they're going to settle it down with Deshaun Eaton. Eaton over to Harshman. Harshman gets into Tucker, and he's able to get a reverse layup, misses it, but gets his own rebound and puts it up and in. Cole Harshman passes it to him. DJ Tucker wasn't able to, he forgot that it was coming to him, but he's able to salvage it. Deontay Cook now with the ball. Gets it to Jackson. Jackson misses the layup. It's rebounded out of bounds by DJ Tucker. So we'll stay with the Owls. Reset to 20 seconds. Coming into the game, Antonio Marr for the Owls. He will come in for Reed Rebstock. Now looking to inbound the Owls. They got to throw it out to McMillan. McMillan's going to shoot a deep three, and he hits that one. So now Deshaun Eaton gets the inbound. He's going to slow it down, gets it back to Harshman. He gets it to Eaton. Eaton bounces it over to David Gary. Coach Smelkinson's going to call out a play. Now Harshman to Johnson. Johnson thought about it, gets it to Gary. Gary's good drive. Stop, pops a jumper in the lane. Nice two-point basket. Easy basket for the Dragons. Stretches their lead back out to 9 points. McMillan now with the ball for the Owls. Gets over to Cook. Now Cole Harshman steals the pass. He's going to take it all the way. He gets it blocked off the backboard. And now Deontay Cook heading the other way. Gets it to McMillan. McMillan's going to turn around, shoot a deep three. Misses it. It's rebounded by Cook. And now Jackson with the ball. Jackson down to Mooten. Mooten gets blocked by Halik Johnson. And now Deshaun Eaton heading the other way. He crosses over Cook, and Eaton takes it the whole way. Finger roll. Beautiful take by Deshaun Eaton. 28-17, 11-point lead. 10:20 left in the first half. Cook gets it stolen away by Eaton when he goes to pass. Eaton's going to take it the whole way. Misses the layup. Cook throws it back in. And now heading the other way is Marr for the Owls. And Mooten travels. You don't get a big man the ball that far away from the hoop. Kobe Baptiste comes into the game for Cole Harshman. Kobe Baptiste inbounds it to Deshaun Eaton. Perry comes back into the game for Cook. Halik Johnson now with the ball. Gets it to Gary. Gary's going to throw it. Oh, misses the oop to Johnson. Just the pass was a little off, and then the Owls almost lose it, but McMillan's able to get it across the line. He's going to take it, loses it after all, and Halik Johnson tosses it to David Gary. Keontae Williams will come into the game for the Owls. Oh, David Gary shakes his defender out his boots, misses the three. Kobe Baptiste ends up with the rebound. He misses the shot, and now Savion Jackson with the rebound. And a good take by Antonio Marr. 28-19 is the score. We are 11 minutes into this first half. Deshaun Eaton with the ball. Gets it over to Kobe Baptiste. Back to Johnson. Johnson gets it to Eaton. Eaton gets it to Baptiste. Baptiste gets it smacked away, but he's able to save it. Then bounce over to Eaton. Eaton to David Gary. David Gary's going to drive baseline. Gets it to Johnson. And he dunks it at the buzzer. 30-19. Good ball movement by the Dragons, playing unselfish basketball right now. McMillan Over to Marr. 19 seconds left on the shot clock. Savion Jackson over to McMillan. Taylor Silverman's going to come into the game for the Dragons. Marr gets it into Perry. Perry bounces it baseline. Mooten ends up with it. They're going to call a jump ball. It will be Dragons ball. Silverman comes into the game for David Gary. Kobe Baptiste having to inbound it. There's a full court press. Deshaun Eaton's able to get the ball, and he's about to can take it the whole way. Dribbles behind his back. Fake spins, and he's going to back out. Eaton gets it to Silverman, who gets it to Baptiste. Back to Silverman. Silverman's going to drive baseline. Picks up his dribble, and they're going to call it travel. Nope, he stepped out of bounds. 11-point lead by the Dragons, 7:53 left in the first half. The ball is inbounded to Keontae Williams, and he gets it back to Savion Jackson. Now Williams, Savion Jackson. Marr tries to throw it into Perry, gets it to him. Perry gets away with the push-off. Now Williams has to shoot the three, misses it, rebounded by Wilkes, but then ripped away by Deshaun Eaton. Eaton gets across the line, gets it to Baptiste. Baptiste dribbles it down to DJ Tucker. It's stripped away, and Keontae Williams gets stolen away by Eaton. And now Eaton, two-handed slam off the steal. Williams gets it to Marr, who gets it back to Williams. Now Marr shoots a three over defense, misses it, and it's rebounded off of, it knocked out of bounds off the Owls. It will be Dragons ball. Coming into the game for number 22, Alonzo Wilkes, will be number 44, Caleb Wilson. Kobe Baptiste gets it into Deshaun Eaton. Deshaun Eaton gonna cross over his defender, gets around him, stops. Now Halik Johnson's gonna set a pick. Eaton gets around. He's gonna back up, spin. He gets pressed, stays with the ball, gets it inside to Baptiste. It gets smacked around. Halik Johnson now tries to get inside to Baptiste. A little sloppy ball right now. He gets it all the way over to Silverman. Silverman will shoot the three, and he hits it. What a pass by Kobe Baptiste over the defender, and Taylor Silverman, ice in his veins, drains the three. 35-19, 6:15 left in the first half. Savion Jackson now gets it over to Marr. Now Jackson, he's going to get a little bit of pressure, has to pick up his dribble, but he's going to get it back from Williams. Now he's going to drive, goes to the middle, gets it down baseline, and miss, but a foul. They're going to call a foul on Kobe Baptiste, so Caleb Wilson will go to line for 2 free throws. Caleb Wilson, 44.4% from the field. Kobe Baptiste just picked up his second foul, so he will come out. Looks like Cole Harshman and David Gary's going to come into this game, probably for Eaton and Baptiste. First free throw missed by Wilson. Eaton and Baptiste do come out for Harshman and Gary. Wilson. Coming into the game is number 23, Kenneth Riley. He will come into the game for the Owls. Missed both free throws. Halik Johnson gets the rebound. And now David Gary heading the other way for the Dragons. Now Cole Harshman open for three. Misses it. Rebounded by Perry of the Owls. And now the Owls heading the other way. Perry gets it over to Williams. Williams drives to his right, kicks it out. Driving baseline, reverse layup, Wild misses it. but rebounded, put up by Wilson. He misses that. The original shot was missed by number 23, Kenneth Riley. And now the Dragons heading the other way, David Gary. Wilkes will come into this game again for the Owls. All right, Gary now over to Johnson on the baseline. Johnson throws it away, but it goes off of an owl, and now Silverman open for three. Misses that. DJ Tucker gets the rebound. He goes up tough, gets fouled, no call. Battle for the rebound. It's knocked out of bounds off of the Owls. And so it'll be Dragons ball. Coming into the game, number 22, Alonzo Wilkes. A timeout is called by Coach Smelkins, and we're going to step away. 35-19, 4:57 left in the first half. All right, we are back here in Columbia. David Gary gets the inbound pass. Kicks it down low to DJ Tucker. He misses it. Rebounded by Halik Johnson. He misses it. Then DJ Tucker ends up with it. It gets ripped out of his hands. And now Keontae Williams heading the other way for the Owls. He's going to drive, throw up, misses it. Gets the own rebound, but it goes out of bounds. So it'll be Dragons ball off the turnover. Cole Harshman will inbound the ball. Gets it into David Gary, and we're back underway. 4.5 minutes left in the first half. Dragons are up 16 points. Cole Harshman now with the ball, goes around his defender, throws up a 2-point floater, misses it, and then he tries to rip it out, but it is rebounded, and now the Owls heading the other way. Riley over to Williams. Williams throws it down low, baseline to Wilson. Wilson misses everything, and Johnson ends up with the ball, gets it to Silverman, who drops it back to Gary, and we are back underway on offense. David Gary over to Cole Harshman. Cole Harshman down low to Johnson. Johnson fouled by number 22, Alonzo Wilkes. That's his first foul. Halik Johnson will go to line for 2 free throws. Halik Johnson comes into today 68.2% from the free throw line. Mooten will come back in to this game for the Owls. Misses the first one. Mooten will come in for Caleb Wilson. Malik Johnson with the second one. Makes that one. Stretches it to a 17-point lead, largest lead by the Dragons. Keontae Williams now with the ball. Gets it over to Perry. Webb and Dorr are going to come back in. They're going to call a foul on Taylor Silverman. Steve Dorr and Joel Webb are going to come in for Halik Johnson and DJ Tucker. Good minutes by those guys off the bench. Perry comes out of the game for Jahari Simon. Keontae Williams now, one of only 3 sophomores on this Owls team, and it's knocked away by Joel Webb, so remain Owls ball. All right, inbounds to Keontae Williams. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Williams gets it into Mooten. Mooten back out to Williams. He pump fakes, steps in, deep 2. Misses that one, smacked away by the Owls. Battle for the offensive rebound. Joel Webb ends up with it. 2 opportunities for the Owls. It's something the Dragons want to stop going into the second half. Silverman thought about a 3, decides against it, throws it back over to Webb. Webb thought about a 2. Now Silverman gets it again. He kicks it over to Gary. Gary fakes the pass, loses control, gets it back. Silverman for 3. And he hits that one at the top of the key, right in Keontae Williams' face. Now Riley gets it over to Williams. 20-point lead, Dragons' biggest lead of the night. Inside to Wilkes. Wilkes turnaround jumper, no good. Steve Jor ends up with it. And now David Gary heading up with the ball. David Gary over to Harshman. Harshman looking for some help. Loses control, gets it to Silverman. Silverman will shoot another 3. Hits that one! Big time 3 by Taylor Silverman. Excellent pass by Cole Harshman. Right decision. And a timeout is called by the Owls. It's a 30-second. We're going to step away. 42-19, 2:26 left in the first half. All right, we're back here in Columbia. Just under 2.5 minutes left in the first half. Kenneth Riley will look to get the ball into his teammate, Savion Jackson, who just came back out onto the court for Perry. Jackson has it, gets it over to Wilkes. Wilkes, good drive in, deep 2-point shot, misses that one, rebounded by Joel Webb, and he gets it to David Gary. We're heading the other way. Gary gets it to Silverman. Silverman to Dord. Dord looking for some help. Throws it a little too high to Cole Harshman. So turnover by the Dragons coming out of the timeout. Riley now gets it back to Jackson, and we are heading back. Dragons shooting 50% from the field, 17 of 34 to 7 of 28 for the Owls. That's 25%. Jackson looking for some help from his teammates. Gets it over to Mooten, back to Jackson. Jackson over to Riley. 4 seconds. Riley has to throw up a 3. Misses it. Rebounded by Steve Jor. And he gets it to David Gary. Good defense by the Dragons. It was very rough and had to shoot up a contested shot for the Owls, and they missed it. David Gary now with the ball. Over to Cole Harshman. Harshman gets a pick. Tries to throw it down low. Oh, but they're going to call a foul. Foul is going to be on number 23. That's Kenneth Riley. That's his first foul. A 1-and-1 coming to Steve Jor. He is a 60% free throw shooter. Misses it. Riley ends up with the rebound. McMillan will come back in the game for the Owls. Good take, coast to coast, Savion Jackson. Looks like he jawed with Joel Webb a little bit when he got down to the end. Less than a minute left in the first half. Dragons up 21. Joel Webb gets it over to Gary. Gary gets a pick. He's going to shoot the 3. And he hits that one. 24-point lead, 33 seconds left. Dragons will have another opportunity. Savion Jackson going to drive up the middle. He loses control, throws it out to Riley, and Riley gets called for a travel. McMillan will come in, and for the last 22 seconds, the Dragons can hold it if they would like. And there are 3 three-point specialists on the court for the Dragons, so something to watch on this last possession. David Gary gets the ball. Coach Smelkinson wants his team to spread the ball out. Spread the court, sorry. Get their spacing right. 11 seconds. 10. Gary with it. Gary gets it stolen away by Jackson. Silverman throws up a three at the buzzer. Oh, he just misses it. Just misses it. 45-21 is the score at halftime. Dragons up big. We'll be back with the interview with Coach Willis. Matt Trudell back with Coach Willis. Coach, what's your thoughts on the first half?
We ended much better than we started. I think we got to get back to doing what we do, making easy layups, getting rebounds, finishing possessions on both ends of the court. And I think we would have been up a lot more. But I'm just glad that we finished the half much better than we started.
66% from three-point range, but they seem to be all smart threes. What's the key in the second half to keep shooting the ball well?
Put the foot on the gas. Don't let up. That's the thing. We got to stay smart. We got to get ready. This is a region games coming up. Every game is working on the next game, and eventually for the tournament when we're trying to go to national. So we got to keep working, keep learning, and that's how we continue to shoot those smart shots and keep that percentage high.
All right, good luck in the second half.
My man, appreciate you.
All right, it's 45-21 at halftime. Dragons up big. We will be back to go over some stats shortly. All right, Matt Trudell back with you. Let's go over some first half stats. Dragons shooting the ball 51.4%, 66.7% from three-point range. That's 6 of 9, and 50% from the line. They're holding the Owls to 26.7% from the field, 25% from three-point range, 50% from the free throw line. Leading scorer of the game, David Gary, 11 points, 4 assists, 1 steal. Deshaun Eaton, 10 points, 2 steals, 2 assists, 3 rebounds. And on the other side of things, the leading scorer, Savion Jackson, 6 points for his team, 2 steals, 2 assists, followed by 4 points for Alonzo Wilkes, and he has 1 steal, 3 rebounds as well. Dragons are up 24 points. We're about 4 minutes and some change away from the start of the second half. I will be back with you to bring that to you, but we're going to step away in the time being. All right, we are back here in Columbia. Second half is about to start within the next 15, 20 seconds. The Owls will start with the ball. They will be moving from right to left on your screen. Dragons will start with their starting 5. Same with the Owls in this second half. And we're underway. Cook gets it into Jackson. Now Mooten over to Perry. Perry's going to drive baseline. Miss the floater. Battle for the ball. Bat on the ground, and it will be a jump ball. It will be Dragons ball. So good defensive possession to start the second half. Kobe Baptiste gets it into Deshaun Eaton. Now David Gary passes on the 3 opportunity. Dorr gets it smacked away. Eaton has to throw it back to Jordan. Good job. Now Joel Webb over to Kobe Baptiste. Now Eaton, sloppy possession, but the Dragons are going to have an opportunity, and Deshaun Eaton throws it out of bounds. It'll be Owls ball. Both teams come out looking really good defensively on the first possession. Now Jackson with the ball dealing with some full court press. He has to pick up his dribble, and he throws it away, and it goes out of bounds, so another turnover by the Owls.
Out of bounds, foul ball.
All right, Kobe Baptiste. Joel Webb drives baseline. He steps out of bounds.
He stepped out of bounds. It's going to be Jordan ball.
All right, Cook now gets it from Jackson. Jackson now gets it up to Perry. Perry gets it baseline to Wilkes. Wilkes goes for the dunk, but it gets blocked. Out of bounds, it will be Dragons ball. So now Dragons get it. David Gary on the inbound, leading scorer of today's game so far. Gets it to Deshaun Eaton. Ian gets a pick from his teammate. He's going to go all the way, drive baseline. Does not get the bounce, and then it gets stuck. It will be a jump ball, so it will go back to the Owls. A minute and a half into this second half, and it's no score by either team so far. Now Cook gets it into Jackson, who gets it back. Cook has to leave the ground, gets it to Jackson, now down to Mooten. Mooten looks like he got away with a walk, but he gets an easy basket. Good job breaking the press by this Owl team. 45-23, 22-point lead. Eaton gets it to Webb. Webb back to Eaton. Eaton pump fakes and gets it to Baptiste. Baptiste gets it knocked away. Mooten ends up with the steal. Mooten carries it. Big men should not be bringing the ball down the court. He needed to get that out of his hands into a ball carrier's hands, but hey, he got a little bit overzealous on that one, so a turnover. It will be Dragons ball. Dragons looking to try and get their first points of the second half. Deshaun Eaton gets it. Gets it over the line. Just past 2 minutes into this second half. Kobe Baptiste over to Webb. Webb back to Eaton. Eaton gets it to Baptiste. Now Gary. Gary thought about it. Gets it over to Webb. 10 seconds back to Gary. Gary will shoot the 3. Deep. A little too strong. Wilkes comes down with the rebound. And the ref stops play since there's blood on Joel Webb's jersey. Oh no, blood on Steve George's jersey. Up and Wilkes is bleeding, so he has to leave the game to get that taken care of. So there's two guys with blood on their jersey, Joel Webb and Steve Jor, and Alonzo Wilkes, who's actually bleeding on his arm. So DJ Tucker and Halik Johnson are going to come into this game in the meantime. And it looks like Reed Rebstock will come in for the Owls while the training staff is taking care of this issue. Savion Jackson gets it over to Cook. Cook over to Jackson. Jackson steps in, has to back it out. He's looking for some help. He throws it into Perry. Perry gets it stolen away from DJ Tucker, and the Dragons are heading the other way. Deshaun Eaton with the ball. Get some help from David Gary. David Gary now with the ball. Over to Tucker. Back to Gary. 9 seconds left. Kobe Baptiste steps in. Over to Eaton. Eaton's going to have to fire off a deep three. Misses that. Rebounded by Johnson. Nope, it's knocked out of bounds off of Halik Johnson. So it'll be Al's ball. Alonzo Wilkes will come back into this game after getting his arm wrapped. Perry, Anthony Perry comes out. And here we go, Savion Jackson now with the ball. Gets it across the line, gets it to Cook. Cook throws it into the center for Rebstock. Rebstock picks up his dribble, gets it to Wilkes. Wilkes turnaround two-point jumper, easy. Nice ball movement by the Owls there. And they cut it to a 20-point lead. Dragons now, Deshaun Eaton. Get a drive, gets it over to Kobe Baptiste, who shoots three, misses it, rebounded by Rebstock, and now the Owls heading the other way. Rebstock bounces it down low to Mooten. Mooten misses the shot. Rebstock gets the rebound, but it gets blocked off by Halik Johnson, and now heading the other way is the Dragons. Kobe Baptiste over to Eaton. David Gary now thinks about it, throws it down low to DJ Tucker. DJ Tucker, reverse layup, misses it. Halik Johnson tries for it, and they're going to call a foul on Halik Johnson. Cole Harshman comes in for Kobe Baptiste. And we are back underway. Savion Jackson gets it over to DeAndre Cook. Anthony Marr is going to come back into this game for the Owls. Rebstock turnaround jumper makes that one. And Dragons are going to have to start respecting that little mid-range jumper. 18-point lead, cutting it down from 24. Cole Harshman now over to DJ Tucker, gets it down to Halik Johnson. Halik Johnson turnaround jumper. Nice shot. Nice answer by Halik Johnson. And now Savion Jackson with the Owls, gets it over the line, throws it into Rebstock. Rebstock pump fakes, drives, misses it, and now Deshaun Eaton heading the other way. Deshaun Eaton. DJ Tucker looks for an outlet pass, gets it to Eaton. Now Gary top of the point, misses the three, rebounded by Cook. Now heading the other way, and Cook dribbles it off his own foot and out of bounds. Anthony Marr is going to come into this game for Mooten. Deshaun Eaton gets the inbound. Gary gets it into Tucker. Tucker, off contact, makes the two-point play. Has a chance to make it a three-point play. That foul's on number 22, Alonzo Wilkes. That will be his second foul, team's third foul. DJ Tucker goes to the line for an additional shot. He is a 59.3% free throw shooter. And he gets that friendly home roll, 50-27, 23-point lead. Savion Jackson now with the ball. Cook, Marr, inside to Rebsock. Rebsock drives across the lane, picks up his dribble, gets it to Cook. Cook for three, misses it. DJ Tucker ends up with the rebound, throws it all the way up to Gary. Gary, easy layup on the other end. Looked like he was going to throw an oop for a second, thought better of it. Took the easy 2 points. Biggest lead of the night for the Dragons. They're going to call a blocking foul, I think, on DJ Tucker. Deontay Cook will get 2 free throws. He's a 87.7% free throw shooter. It's about as good as it gets. Misses the first one, though. Surprising. Second free throw coming Cook's way. Cook, the leading scorer of this team, but no points so far tonight. Makes that one, though. Gets his first points of the night. And Deshaun Eaton, 24-point ball game. Eaton gets it to Harshman. Harshman down low to Johnson. And the foul's on number 11, Reed Rebstock. That's his second. Cole Harshman. Newton's going to come into the game. In for Reed Rebstock.
Entering the game for the Owls, number 21, Andreas Newton.
All right, Harshman gets it into Eaton. Easy. An easy 2-point basket. Now heading the other way, Deontay Cook. Gets it to Mooten. Mooten picks up his dribble, gets it to Cook. Sets a pick. Cook has to back out. He gets swarmed, and they're going to call a foul on David Gary. That's his first foul of the game. Savion Jackson looking to inbound the ball. And they call a foul on Halik Johnson. That's his second foul. 13:30 left in the second half. 54-28 is the score. It will be Owls ball. 20 seconds on the shot clock when we're back under play. Jackson gets it to Cook. Cook will fire off a three quickly, misses it. Battle for the rebound, ends up in the hands of Deshaun Eaton. They're going to call a jump ball. It will be Dragons ball. Keontae Williams will come into this game.
Entering the game for the Owls, number 4, Keontae Williams.
Williams comes in for Antonio Marr. Up there, going to stop to wipe the court, so we will step away for a second. All right, we are back inbounds to Deshaun Eaton. Dragons have a chance to make it their largest lead of the game. Johnson gets fouled by number 21. Foul's on Mooten. He's upset that apparently you can't tackle in the sport of basketball.
Down the aisle, number 21, Andreas Newton, his first, team third.
That is his first foul of the game. Cole Harshman looking to inbound it. Gets it into Deshaun Eaton. Deshaun Eaton gets blocked, but they're going to call a foul. I think probably on the body, number 21. So that's his second back-to-back fouls.
Down the aisle, number 21, Andreas Newton.
Keontae Williams ended up getting the block, but it was a body foul by Newton before the block happened. 2 free throws coming to Deshaun Eaton. 12 points in a game. If he makes both of them, he will be the leading scorer for the team. Misses the first one, so I jinxed him. All right, Eaton makes the second one, 1 of 2. 55-28, ties the lead. I'm sorry, I'm wrong. All right, inside Mooten for 2, misses it. Rebounded by Halik Johnson, gets it to David Gary. David Gary gets it across the line. Deshaun Eaton now gets around his defender. Drives baseline, kicks it into Tucker, does not get it. Cole Harshman playing defense on Savion Jackson, heading the other way. He stops, puts up a shot, tough one. Does not get the roll. Halik Johnson with the rebound, and he is fouled by number 21, Mooten. That's 3 quick fouls by Andreas Mooten.
Down the aisle, number 21, Andreas Mooten, his third, team sixth. Entering the game for the
Mooten's
Owls,
going to
number
come
1,
out for Antonio Marr. Harshman now inbounds it to Deshaun Eaton. Eaton gets it to Johnson. Now David Gary moves baseline, picks up his dribble, bounces it to Johnson. Johnson turnaround jumper missed. Rebounded by DJ Tucker, and he gets fouled. He gets fouled by number 1.
Down the aisle, number 1, Antonio Marr, his third,
Antonio
team
Marr.
sixth.
DJ Tucker will go to the free throw line.
DJ Tucker.
DJ Tucker, first free throw. Missed. And the second one. Misses that one as well. Keontae Williams pulls it down for the Owls, and no harm, no foul on that end. Savion Jackson now. Keontae Williams drives baseline. It gets smacked out of bounds. Halik Johnson, excellent defense. 12 minutes left in the second half. Williams inbounds it. Easy play by Marr, but he misses the floater. And now Deshaun Eaton with the ball. Gets it up to Gary. Gets it back to him. Now David Gary back with the ball. David Gary, tough layup, misses it. Rebounded by Cook, who dribbles it off his teammate's foot. But now Savion Jackson heading the other way for the Owls. He throws up a wild shot. DJ Tucker gets fouled from behind by Antonio Marr.
Down the aisle, number 1, Antonio Marr, his second, team second. Entering the game for the Dragons, number 24, Steve Joe, number 12, Joel Webb.
Halik Johnson comes out of the game for Joel Webb. Taylor Silverman is coming into the game for David Gary. And Steve Jor will come into the game for DJ Tucker, who's now shooting a 1-and-1. So first free throw, misses that one. It goes to Wilkes, and now the Owls are heading the other way. Keontae Williams back to Cook. Inside to Rebstock. Rebstock, nice little move, but misses it. Back out to Savion Jackson, and it gets smacked away by Joel Webb on the pass. So it will be Owls ball. Steve Jor will come in for DJ Tucker. All right, Joel Webb blocking Jackson. Now Keontae Williams gets the inbound. Cook shoots a three. Misses that. Battle for the rebound, Jackson. Inadvertent whistle. So it will be the Owls ball in the baseline. 19 seconds left on the shot clock. They're going to reset the shot clock to 20 seconds. All right, Jackson's going to inbound the ball. Looking for some help. He's got to throw it all the way deep to Cook. And then Joel Webb steals it, throws it up to Dejan Ian. Dejan Ian, one-handed slam at the other end. 57-28, a full timeout called by the Owls. We will be back, 10:50 left in the second half. Dragons up big. Back here in Columbia, the Owls are back out on the court. They'll bring Rebstock, Jackson, Williams, Wilkes, and Cook back out. The Dragons will bring Harshman, Jor, Silverman, Eaton, and Webb. And we are back underway. Rebstock gets it into Cook. Cook splits the defense with the whole full court press. Jackson loses control of the ball. Now Silverman with the ball. Gets it over the line. Kicks it out to Eaton. Eaton over to Webb. Webb goes up, misses it. Williams now on the other end. Takes it all the way, misses it. And then Steve Jor comes down with the rebound. He gets it over to Silverman. Silverman's going to push it up, straight up the court. Stop. He shoots a two, and he gets fouled from behind. So number 22, Alonzo Wilkes. So Silverman will go to the line for 2 free throws. 81.5% on the season. Has a chance to get into double digits if he makes at least one of these. Makes the first one, so he is now 10 points on the game. McMillan will come in for Rebstock. To one. And the second free throw. Misses that one, rebounded by Cook, and the Owls are heading the other way. Keontae Williams inside to Jackson. Jackson trying to take on Steve Jort. Has to kick it out to McMillan. McMillan, hand in his face, misses the three. Dejan Eaton gets the rebound. 10 minutes left in the second half. We are halfway through the second half. Steve Jort gets the pass. Now Eaton drives, and he gets fat. It goes out of bounds. It'll be Dragons' ball. I guess they're calling a block on that play. Harshman looking to inbound the ball. He's going to throw it into Steve Jor, and it goes out of bounds off of him. All right, Cook now with the ball for the Owls. 30-point ball game here in Columbia. Cook spins around, misses the shot, and they're going to call a foul. Foul is going to be on Deshaun Eaton. That's his first.
At the line, Deontay Cook, shooting 2.
Cook makes his first free throw. Now the second one. Makes both of them 58-30. Eaton gets around Cook, who went for the steal in the inbound. Now Cole Harshman, he's going to shoot a 3. And he hits that one. Just like that, it's 31-point lead, the biggest lead by the Dragons here tonight. Now Cook misses, and Taylor Silverman gets the rebound. He's going to take it all the way. It gets knocked out off of his leg. It looked like it got knocked from behind. Oh, sorry, they are going to give it to the Dragons. So Cole Harshman's going to have the ball baseline looking to inbound. Jahari Simon's going to come into this game for number 12, DeJuan McMillan.
And in the game for the Owls, number 30, Jahari Simon.
Harshman throws it into Webb. Webb going to drive on the defender, gets it back out to Eaton. Eaton's going to throw a baseline floater, misses it, gets his own rebound, backs it out, and he's going to stop and pop a mid-range jumper, misses that one. Wilkes ends up with the rebound. He's going to throw it down to Williams. Williams goes up for a one-handed slam, and he's staring down Steve Jor. So now he has a chance at a three-point play. Makes it a 29-point ball game with that dunk. You might not be able to tell. Has a chance to turn it to a 28-point ball game. But he misses that. So rebounded by Cole Harshman and Deshaun Eaton. Now with the ball. Cole Harshman now into Joel Webb. Now Deshaun Eaton. Harshman throws up an oop to Joel Webb and a two-handed slam on Keontae Williams to make it a 31-point ball game again. Marr misses the mid-range jumper and it's rebounded by Silverman. And now Deshaun Eaton on the other end. And a travel is called on Deshaun Eaton. David Gary's going to come back into this game. And Cook now with the ball for the Owls. Cook drives, gets trapped in the corner. Now inside to Wilkes. Wilkes gets it knocked off, and then he knocks and dribbles it out of bounds. So it will be Dragons ball. Cole Harshman looking to inbound the ball, gets it into Joel Webb. Joel Webb gets it back to Harshman. Harshman gets across the line and hands it off to David Gary. 16 seconds left on the shot clock. Joel Webb throws it down low to Steve Jor. Steve Jor turns around, hook shot. Looks like he got hit, missed it. Marr with the rebound for the Owls. Keontae Williams, excellent dime and gets it to Wilkes. Now Silverman gets the inbound. Nice little fake spin there, and he gets it across the line. Joel Webb gets it stolen from Keontae Williams, but he gets it back. And Keontae Williams gets the ball. We'll call a timeout. We're going to step away. 63-34, 6:54 left in the second half. All right, we're back here in Columbia. Just under 7 minutes left in the second half. Keontae Williams for the Owls will look to inbound the ball. Gets it to Cook. Now Williams, back to Cook. Now Williams. Williams tries to drive in, throws up a wild hook shot, misses it. Now Wilkes, he misses the shot. Williams misses the putback. Steve Dorr ends up with it, and he is fouled. So Steve Dorr will go to the line. Steve Dorr goes to the line for a 1-and-1. Newton will come back into this game. Jordan misses the front end of the 1-and-1. It's rebounded by the Owls. Now Cook into Wilkes. Nice bounce, but it's stolen away by Cole Harshman. And now Taylor Silverman with it. Gets it stolen away on the pass. Now Cook for three. And he hits that one. Now David Gary on the other end. David Gary on a two-point shot, misses it. Rebounded by Wilkes and gets it to Marr. Now heading the other way is Cook. Cook gets it over to number 30 for three, misses it. Cole Harshman, and they called David Gary on the foul. Alonzo Wilkes will shoot 2 free throws, 66% free throw shooter. Makes the first one. DJ Tucker and Trey Keys will come into the game for Steve Dorr and David Gary. Artie Dorsey's going to come into this game for the Dragons. Misses the free throw. DJ Tucker gets it. 63-38. So a little bit of a run by the Owls, but I don't know if it's going to be worth anything. Trey Keys now. Gets it to DJ Tucker, who gets it back to Trey Keys. Trey Keys hesitates and drives baseline, and he misses it, but he gets the ball to DJ Tucker somehow. DJ Tucker gets the easy 2-point basket. 27-point lead. Cook fires up a shot, makes that one. Now Silverman with the ball. He's going to get around Marr. Gets it up. Spins out of it, resets. Cole Harshman now. Cole Harshman takes on Cook baseline, gets it into Joel Webb, who gets a two-handed dunk. Back up to a 27-point lead, under 5 minutes left here in Columbia. Cook now pulls up for three, misses that one, rebounded by Tucker. Trey Keys gets around him, and he gets fouled hard. He'll go to the line for two. That foul's going to be on number 1, Antonio Marr. Omar McGann's going to come into this game. I believe Artie Dorsey's going to come into this game, and I think potentially Mason Williams will come into this game for the Dragons. Trey Keys will go to the line for 2. He comes into today 76.9% from the line. Makes the first one. Omar McGann, Mason Williams, and Artie Dorsey come in for Cole Harshman, Taylor Silverman, and Joel Webb.
Number 4, Kenanty Williams.
All right, Keys now. Misses that one, rebounded by DJ Tucker. He misses the putback. It ends up in Omar McGann's hands, and he hits the 2-point jumper. And just like that, we're back to 30-point lead for the Dragons. Now Keontae Williams, he's going to step back, shoot a 3, hits that one. And now Trey Keys with the ball. Keys. Kevin Yamba's going to come into the game. Omar McGann gets it over to Artie Dorsey. Dorsey to Keys. Keys to McGann. McGann, 2-point shot, misses that. Rebounded by Mooten. And now Williams gets it to Cook. Back to Williams. Williams feeling himself after that dunk. He gets it out to Marr, who is the 3-point specialist on the team, but he misses it. DJ Tucker gets it up. Oh, just a little too high for Mason Williams. So it'll be Al's ball. Number 50, Avery Scott will come in for Antonio Marr. DJ Tucker will end his day with Kevin Yamba coming in. It's a 27-point lead. Keontae Williams gets the inbound. He picks it up once it gets across the line. Mooten's going to set a pick. It's not a very good one, and now he's going to shoot a 3. Misses that. Rebounded and cleaned up by number 50, Avery Scott. 25-point lead by the Dragons. Now Trey Keys gets it into Artie Dorsey. Artie Dorsey drives baseline, takes it, misses it, tapped down and out of bounds, and it will be Al's ball. Savion Jackson comes into the game for number 30, Jahari Simon. And now Jackson with the ball. Cook pops a mid-range jumper, banks it. 70-47, 2:56 left in the second half. Trey Keys with the ball. Coach Schmelkinson would like his team to deliver a basket here. Going on a scoring drought. Now Trey Keys with the ball. Gets over Williams. Williams for 3. Misses that one. McGann bats it around. Artie Dorsey pokes it out, and Trey Keys ends up with the ball. Gets it over to Artie Dorsey for 3. In and out miss. And Jackson, and they're going to call a block on Trey Keys, which is suspect at best. Savion Jackson will get a chance at a 1-and-1. He is a 69.8% free throw shooter. Caleb Wilson will come in for Mooten. Reed Rebstock is going to come into this game for Keontae Williams. And misses the front end of the 1-and-1. Artie Dorsey comes down with the rebound. He's going to just push it up the court. Splits the defender. He gets blocked off the backboard, but Kevin Yamba ends up with the ball. Kevin Yamba's going to drive, and he gets fouled by number 44, Caleb Wilson. So Yamba will go to the line. A 75% free throw shooter. Makes the first one. Kenneth Riley will come into the game for Deontay Cook.
Number 23, Kenneth Riley.
And Yamba will make the second free throw. Both of them are good. 72-47, 2:16 left on the clock. It's just a matter of dribbling the ball out, finishing the clock. Riley over to Jackson. Jackson back to Riley. Now turned over, Trey Keys with the ball. He's going to take it up. Gets it back to Yamba. Yamba gets blocked, but out of bounds. So it'll be Dragons ball along the baseline. Under 2 minutes. Omar Magan's going to inbound the ball for the Dragons. Gets it into Trey Keys. He pump fakes. He's just going to dribble it out. Kill some more clock. Keys will shoot the deep three, and he hits it. 75-47, 28-point lead. Spin around now for three, number 50, in and out. Missed by Avery Scott. Trey Keys now with the ball. Artie Dorsey over to Mason Williams. Mason Williams for three, in and out. Rebounded by Omar Magan. He's going to shoot the three. Misses that. Rebounded by Kenneth Riley. Riley now gets it over to Jackson. Jackson thinks about it. Now Riley can't handle the pass, and Mason Williams ends up with the steal. He's going to head down and get an easy layup, and that stretches it out to a 30-point lead again. Under a minute left here in Columbia. The Dragons will improve to 5-1 on the conference, 7-0 at home, 16-6 on the season. Rebstock misses a three. It's rebounded by Artie Dorsey. Williams now drives baseline, misses it. Omar Magan with the rebound. Artie Dorsey now. He's going to drive down the center, throws up a floater, and he hits that. 32-point lead and 33.9 seconds left in this game. Again, this team will play Allegheny on Friday night at 7 here in the Dragons Lair, so tune in if you can't make it. Riley misses the three, rebounded by Artie Dorsey, and that will be the end of the game. 79-47, Dragons win by 32 and keep their home winning streak going and stretches it to 26 or 27. We will be back to interview Coach Smelkinson. All right, that'll be a final here. 79-47. Dragons win big. We will be back Friday night for both the women's and men's team playing starting at 5. They will be hosting Allegheny. Have a good night, everybody, and talk to you Friday.